Okay, well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. This is actually our 37th straight workday. We've had a call. I know many of you have been with us from the start. For some of you, it may be your first call. We appreciate you joining us to get updated on what's happening in the economy and programs and other things that we're finding to try to help our businesses through this difficult time. Got several updates today. We also have one guest speaker, Adam Perry from National Composites. His company is doing a great service to our community by providing a face shield product to help people be able to reopen their business. So I'm going to call on Adam here in just a minute to talk about his product, but I wanted to do a few updates first. The big new news, I guess, that I wanted to share is there is a new grant program and a loan program, but really a grant program that could be of benefit to small businesses in Shiawassee County, and we're just learning about it. I sent an email out to the list yesterday on it. We're going to try to get a speaker to come in probably, hopefully, as soon as Friday to discuss it, but I wanted Brent in our office to give just some of the highlights of what's involved with it. So, Brent, can you jump on the call and provide some remarks?
Yep. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So this is a program called the Michigan Entrepreneur Resilience Fund, and it is a mixed grant and loan program targeting what they're calling entrepreneurs from underrepresented groups. The grants will range between $1,000 and $5,000 to either help with reopening of the business or somehow pivoting from changes from all the current issues going on. There are microloans that go above the $5,000 with $5,000 to $10,000. They are on a 1 to 3 year amortization, and they will be at a fixed rate of 8%. So not the cheapest money out there right now. The eligibility is for businesses that have been generating revenue for at least the last 12 months and have fewer than 50 employees that can demonstrate negative impact from COVID-19. You will need to submit a cash flow forecast and recovery plan, but there is, as a part of all the materials associated with this grant, there is a template that can be used to begin building off of that. We should note that Shiawassee County is one of, I believe, 10 counties that they're specifically identified as where they'd like to focus some of these efforts. So that's kind of the broad strokes. The only things that are excluded as far as applicants, you can't apply if you're a franchise, a chain, adult entertainment, or a lending business. And then for those who are successfully funded, you can use the funds for rent, payroll, utilities, working capital, equipment needs, any modifications to your business operation to safely reopen and address the COVID-19 concerns, and purchase of inventory. The applications are open now, and they'll be funding projects on a rolling basis until the grant funds are exhausted. So again, if there's anybody wants more information, I know Justin has sent out an email on that. If for whatever reason you didn't receive it, let us know, and we'll make sure you get the information on that.
Very good. Thank you, Brent. Yeah, this is probably a tier below the last grant program we talked about, which was through Michigan Economic Development Corporation. We were able to get direct dollars for Shiawassee County, but as Brent said, we are in a sort of a top 10 list of targeted counties that they want to try to drive these dollars into. So I would say it's certainly better than either a statewide or national competition for grant money. So definitely something you want to look at for your business, particularly the grant program. As Brent said, the loan terms are not great, 8%, but the grants certainly could be beneficial. So As I said, we're going to try to maybe get someone directly affiliated with the program to jump on a call, hopefully as soon as Friday. Moving on, actually I want to call on Jody. I know you've got a couple of updates you want to provide to the group.
I do. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So first off, I just wanted to remind everybody that there is an SBDC seminar today. Justin sent out the information yesterday. It is PPP and other financing options for your relaunch, and I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong one. It's bringing your employees back to work, answering questions about lean staffing and how the work share program may benefit you and your employees. So with that, I wanted to give just a little update for everybody on the work share program. I know some of you have been on the call and have heard about it. Others, this may be something that's new to you, but the work share program is something that allows employers to keep employees working, but at reduced hours. So they collect partial unemployment benefits to make up for a portion of the lost wages. Employers can retain trained employees, so it's less expensive. You're keeping trained staff. And then when you restart your business, you can bring those employees back to full-time without having to train somebody new. For the work share, under the executive order, this is under 2057 or 2020-57. It actually was updated a little bit. Employee hours and wages can be reduced by as little as 10% or as much as 60% on this program. They have waived the length of time for requirements that employers must have been in business, so there's no requirement there. There's no requirement that employers have a previous history of layoffs. They've waived the requirement that employers be current in their unemployment taxes, and they've waived the requirement that employers have a positive balance in their unemployment tax account. With the program, employers can choose which employees are in the work share program. A plan just has to have a minimum of 2 employees, so you don't have to do this for everybody. You can have multiple plans as well, and the plan can be approved for up to 52 consecutive weeks. Part-time employees are eligible for work share, but it does not apply to seasonal, temporary, or intermittent employment. Employees must be eligible and receive standard unemployment benefits. And under the Federal CARES Act, employees that receive a percent of Michigan unemployment benefits, including this work share program, also receive the weekly $600 federal benefit through July 2020. So if you're interested in the work share program, you can go to the Michigan Web Account Manager, MyWAM, and actually sign up for it there. The employers fill out the application online. All of the work for this program is done through the employer. So the employee does not have to do anything specific for this program. You actually decide who goes on it and take care of it on your end. So that's what I have for WorkShare. I did also yesterday participate in a webinar for hiring remotely, and thought I'd share a little bit of information from that because I know some of you are going to start doing some hiring and are not necessarily able to do that face-to-face. So they stressed that it's not a significantly different process than the face-to-face in that you still want to, have a job description with details so you know what you're looking for ahead of time, the needs, put your questions together. If multiple people will be interviewing, assign the interview questions to specific people so it flows smoothly. Figure out who would be a good fit for your team and have all of that discussed ahead of time. But the part that is different, well, for one, they did point out that not everybody has technology to dial in and do an interview online. So you may have to make some accommodations for those people because you can't just choose to not interview or discriminate against those people who don't have access to interview online. But what they stressed is basically you want to provide as much information ahead of time as you can for logging in, details on how they will get into the interview, how it will work, what program you'll be using, so they can log in ahead of time, make sure their technology works, have a backup plan, because as we all know, technology does not always work the way we want it to. And that will just help to make your candidates feel more comfortable if they have all of that information ahead of time. Some people do cheat sheets showing, directions on how to do that. And then they talked a little bit about engaging in the onboarding process. Again, if you can't bring that person in right away, maybe set up short web calls with individuals within your organization and assign them each to a certain portion. Maybe somebody from accounting will explain how expense forms are filled out. We give them 15 or 20 minutes one-on-one so they can discuss something related to the job, but then also just kind of give them a little bit of face-to-face time as much as you can before you're actually in the office, to make that person feel comfortable when they actually do get into the office. So those are just a few tips that they gave to try to help the people that are interviewing to feel a little bit more comfortable in this whole process. I think that's it, Justin.
All right, thank you, Jody. Did you want to mention anything on the SBDC stuff?
That was the webinar that I talked about at the beginning. There's a webinar today at 2, and that is on the WorkShare program.
It's on the WorkShare. Okay, very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
And actually, one last thing for you. You have been getting good response in the last couple days for our companies that provide products or services, personal protective equipment, to help companies reopen. I believe you're up to roughly how many companies now, Jody?
I'm up to about 12 that I have heard from, and I'm waiting. I've left messages with a couple of others. So I will have information that I can pass to you, Justin, and you can at least get that out today. Those that we have heard from. So there are at least 12 on that list as of this morning.
Very good. And just a reminder for everybody what it is. It'll be a spreadsheet with information from companies that have products, masks, sanitizer, things like that, as well as services to be able to offer, such as temperature checks to help you as you work to reopen your business. These are people with Shiawassee County ties that we know. So certainly if you need anything, please refer to that list, and we will be sending that out actually hopefully later today. Along with that, this is a good segue to introduce Adam Perry again from National Composites. They are a great business. They're doing some great things with their company, but they stepped up during this difficult time to begin manufacturing face shields to support those in need. And I know they've already been working with several local businesses, but I wanted to give Adam the opportunity to jump on the call today to introduce himself, introduce the company, and then talk about what they have available with the face shield product. So, Adam, remember to hit *6 on your phone, and go ahead. The floor is yours.
Thanks, Justin. So yeah, as Justin said, we're a local company here in Shiawassee County. We pivoted to manufacturing face shields during the shutdown, and we are still actually manufacturing these. For those of you that may not be familiar, face shield is just a clear plastic shield with an elastic headband to help block any incoming or outgoing particles from your face. We do have these available. I believe we have about 500 of them built and in stock, and we're making more daily. These are available in any quantity at a cost of $4.43 a piece. If anybody's interested in these, you can get a hold of myself. The office line here is 989-723-8997. I can also be reached anytime on my cell phone at 989-277-9918. And my email is aperry@paddlewheeler.com. I'm more than happy to provide information, samples, meet up with you, let you check them out. And like I said, I'm available pretty much anytime. So.
Very good. Thank you, Adam. And you guys are right there on Delaney Road in the Owasso Charter Township Industrial Park, right across the street from Woodard Furniture.
That's correct.
A great local business helping to provide a product that we really need right now to reopen. So thank you, Adam, and the whole team for doing what you're doing.
Thanks, Justin.
Okay. Thank you, Adam. A couple more things I wanted to hit before we wrap up. I bought a raffle ticket yesterday from Owasso Schools. They have a career and technical education program there to try to help give kids the skills they need to be productive, particularly in things like skilled trades. And one of the great things, it's really a great partnership with this program, is the raffle is going for a pontoon boat manufactured by our own Crest Marine here in Owasso. And the proceeds of that raffle will go to fund that program. So $50 a ticket. I bought mine, as I said. I will be sending out some information via email to everybody. If you would like to get a ticket, it would support that program, support that skill building. Definitely would encourage you to do so. So wanted to do a mention on that. Just a couple of other things real quick. We are looking to put on a cybersecurity webinar. So we actually have a new cybersecurity firm that is locating in Owasso called BitLift, BITLYFT. You can actually look them up online, but they're going to be locating in downtown Owasso. Great business, very high-tech company, and we were just talking with them recently about the possibility of doing this. We would partner with our friends at the Shiawassee Regional Chamber and Small Business Development Center on this. So obviously, particularly in these times when a lot of things are happening online, there's a lot of scam artists out there. Having better cybersecurity is critical, but being able to work with a company that actually has offices in Shiawassee County for that, I think is really, really interesting and exciting. So we're trying to pull that together. It probably is going to be sometime right after Memorial Day, but you're going to want to keep an eye on that, your email, because we'll send out an invitation. Just a couple of other items. I do want to reiterate, testing is available through Memorial Healthcare. I'm going to mention that every day. They have regular virus testing. They also have antibody testing now. So this is to be able to tell if people have had the virus, if they've manufactured antibodies. It's, I think, a good peace of mind for companies that are looking to reopen if they want to get their employees tested for that. So what you'll want to do is visit the Memorial Healthcare website or give them a call at 989-720-2131. So just want to keep talking about that because I continue to get inquiries from business about the availability of testing. So it's great to have a great local provider in Memorial Healthcare. Tomorrow's call, Thursday's call, we'll have Nathan Henney, the city manager of Owasso. Obviously, we have made national news, probably even international news recently with the situation with the barbershop, and Nathan is going to come on the call and talk about the city response to that. So he will be on tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So mark your calendars for that. And then lastly, as always, if any companies are looking to hire, if you have job openings, please let us know. We would be happy to promote. So with that, that's a lot of different things today. But if anyone has any comments or questions on any of it or anything else, please ask now. Hit *6 on your phone.
Hi, Justin. This is Sue. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, you're good.
Yes. I just want to thank Adam at National Composites. Corky Adams opened up a Biting in the Vine last week, and I'm helping her, and we got the face shields, which are wonderful. And it's great when customers come in, they can see the smile on your face. So you have that more of a welcoming, you can see it besides wearing the mask. And Diane and Adam have been wonderful. People have seen me wear the mask or the face shield. So I was able to pick up some extra. I'm dropping them off to other businesses as they see them. But again, the face shields are wonderful to have, and it's a great product. So again, thank you. They've been great to work with. National Composites is a wonderful company. Thank you, Adam and Diane, who work there.
All right. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Any
You're
other
welcome.
comments or questions? It's *6 on your phone if you do. Anybody else? Okay.
Hi,
Well,
Justin.
thank you, everybody. Oh,
Sorry,
yeah. Go ahead.
Took a second to unmute. This is Emily with United Way. I just
Hey, Emma.
wanted to let everyone know that we do have Victory Gardens, and we have different seeds available. There were some different press releases sent out over the past weekend for Mother's Day, and we do still have some of those seeds. So if people are looking to plant their own gardens, please contact me at 561-818-0234. Again, my number is 561-818-0234, and we have full gardens and container garden style packets. So feel free to reach out to me.
Great. Hey, and real quick while you're on, there's a food pantry or something coming up this weekend in Owasso. Is that correct?
There is. There's going to be another mobile distribution this weekend. There's going to be one the following week, I believe, in Durand, and then on June 6th, there will be one at the YMCA. So please follow the Greater Lansing Food Bank on Facebook or check their website to keep updated with those different mobile pantries. They have increased their deliverability and how many routes they're doing due to everything that's happened. So we have some really great partners in other cities helping us out.
Okay. Thank you, Emily. Any additional comments or questions from anybody? All right. Well, thank you all for your time as always. We'll be back on again tomorrow. Call us or email us if you have anything in the meantime. Thanks, everybody.